up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here today. This is going to be a quick preseason notes video. I've been really busy today. I only actually watched the first half of the game, and I'll just kind of give my thoughts. I did see the final score, 5-0, so when I left, like, literally nothing happened, so I didn't miss anything. But this is just going to be a quick video because I am going to be headed off to bed here soon, but I did want to make this video for you guys tonight just so that you'll be able to watch it as close to this as possible. But I'll just kind of go over what I thought about it. Number one, the Browns impressed me, guys, with their defense. I had no clue the Browns had that kind of defensive talent on there. But also the Eagles' O-line was severely lacking. You had Isaac Seumalo out there and Big V both getting owned pretty much all game. Like, I was literally looking at plays where Lane Johnson was blocking one side and Big V was just getting bowled over. Same with Isaac Seumalo. These linemen just are bad, guys. The Eagles actually really need to consider possibly trading for or signing or drafting next year some serious O-line help if they want to keep their like legitimate status, because the O-line is an issue. I mean, even with Carson Wentz out there, we would have seen bad things, guys. He would have been running around again. It's not what you want. So, but the Browns defense, I got to give them credit. Their pass rush was very impressive, and they put a lot of pressure on Nick Foles, pretty much virtually giving him no time to throw. And Nick Foles did throw a couple of interceptions this game, at least in the first half. I think Nate Sudfeld played the second half, so that's safe to call for Nick Foles, is that he did throw up a pair of interceptions, and he just looked sloppy all night. One of them was a duck, too. It was just kind of a really sloppy ball, but, you know, he didn't have any protection. Keep in mind, too, guys like Nelson Aguilar, Mac Hollins, Alshon Jeffrey, these guys are all injured. The Eagles were using basically just a bang-up offense. I think Zach Ertz was the only like veteran offensive player I saw out there. We didn't have Darren Sproles. We didn't have Corey Clement. We didn't have it. We had Wendell Smallwood, and so basically this was just another pointless game, guys. I mean, I'm not seeing it as much this week, thank goodness, from the fans about getting rid of Nick Foles, but this is kind of one of those games you just want to like burn the tape because it was pretty ugly. I mean, and it's preseason. I already know what Doug Peterson's philosophy is. Doug Peterson is the kind of coach that wants to keep his stuff under wraps until it's time to unveil it. And I'm sure he's trying to show as little as possible before the Falcons game because he wants that game to be a great opener. I mean, I could even see the Eagles blowing the Falcons out with the way Doug Peterson coaches. You never know. They are coming into Philadelphia. They're coming into that crowd. Hopefully all the starters will be ready by week 1. There's a possibility that Wentz will be ready, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I severely doubt that Wentz is going to be ready. I'm saying Nick Foles for sure starts week 1. That's where I'm going to stand on that, which is not a bad thing because I just think we're not seeing the full Nick Foles right now. Nick Foles is the kind of guy, the longer he plays, the better he gets. So I think he should play in week 4 of the preseason just so he can get some snaps in. And then also continue into the regular season if Wentz is not ready, which I don't think he will be. There's no need to rush Wentz back. There's just no need. So that's the offense. I'm going to get to the defense now. The defense was fantastic, guys. This was a joy to watch. They were playing lights out. They almost injured Tyrod Taylor. His wrist was like all bent out of shape. I'm glad he didn't get injured severely because I don't wish injury on any player, but they were just all over the Browns. Baker Mayfield had no time to throw. He was making classic rookie mistakes, and he had some interceptions as well. So the Eagles' defense impresses me. They continue to impress me, guys, and that's the reason why we won the Super Bowl. If you remember the Raiders game, you guys remember the Rams game, the defense has to buckle down to win these games. Even in the Super Bowl, when they knocked the ball out of Brady's hands, that's how the Eagles win Super Bowls, is the defense tightens up and they get to work, and they did that fantastic in this game. Seeing all the starters out there, it just looked great. They all looked great. So I'm going to give them an A+, and I'm going to give the offense a C-, maybe even a D, because the offense does look very shoddy, but I'll probably lean more towards a C- because, like I said, this is not really the full strength of the offense. This is a lot of trash that won't be on the team. There's a lot of guys that are going to be cut, like Wendell Smallwood's probably not going to make it. Shelton Gibson will probably make it. I think he will. But there's just a lot of guys that I don't even know half their names, guys. I'm sorry. I'm number 2, whatever his name is. He looked all right. He might stay, but I think it was who's the guy? Corey Adams, I think is his name. The guy that's just been really bad all preseason. You guys know who I'm talking about. He's going to be cut for sure. I mean, he looked terrible. So just keep that in mind. I mean, this is not the offense that we're going to see in the regular season, not even close. Doug Peterson has a plan, and I know it's not going to show in preseason. He's not that kind of coach. He's not Chip Kelly. He doesn't want to go 4-0 in the preseason. He wants to go 16-0 in the regular season. So anyway, that's kind of my video, guys. That is my notes. I didn't really take a lot of notes, but I've still got it pretty vividly in my brain for the first half of the Browns-Eagles game. The final score, 5-0, Browns win. What do you guys think about this game? Anything you noticed? Anything you want to comment on? Just comment down below. If you're new to the channel as well, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be covering the Eagles and other teams throughout the season. You guys won't want to miss the coverage. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Jigsaw0097. I will talk to you all later. God bless. Have a